Hey everyone, Sirturmund here. Today I'm bringing you the meta Boogyman. Now I know that you guys have all probably seen this already in enough rank and normal games, etc. But I think I would be doing a disservice if I'm not showcasing this deck for people that actually want to climb fast. So if you're looking for a deck to climb, this is one of the strongest decks in the current meta. So I recommend playing this. So this is what people have called Faetality, and it's pretty much a Tristana face run deck, right? So the whole idea here is that you use the Bandle City tools and you use stuff like Gleaming Lantern, Mayor, Grandfather Fate to just completely always fill up your board and almost never run out of resources of units. And then set up for like a big turn where you just do Yodeling Arms with that full board that you have and just win the game from there. It's very hard for your opponents to be able to protect against that. And even if they're able to kill units, you have so much value with your other cards that you can refill the board right away. So even if you lose to like a Ruination or something, you can literally next turn have a full board again, which is what makes this deck very frustrating to play against and why a lot of people really dislike playing against it. So this version of the deck kind of has a lot of one-offs, right? So I'm doing one Protoporo, one Teemo, only running 2 Gnars, and the reason that I'm doing a lot of this stuff is for ways to be able to trigger the Buster Shots and trigger the Yodeling Arms sooner rather than later. Sometimes Gnar is a little bit too expensive, and I'd rather play like another Folio card instead. And obviously Teemo gives us that PNC cover that we currently don't have in the rest of the deck. Then the rest of the cards are pretty straightforward. I do play 2 Commandos. A lot of versions don't play Commandos as another way to just get even more value by getting free Outcats every time I attack. And attacking with her as an elusive unit when you're able to buffer with Yodeling Arms is also pretty nice. The rest of the deck is pretty straightforward, right? Grandfather Fate buffs your face, gives you free Outcats. You get a lot of value from Telescope, costing 0 Green Lantern, and also gives you access to another multi-region ally or a Celestial card that can swing the game around. Mayor, again, another way to just replace itself and gets value. Tristana is kind of works like a Grandfather Fate where you can buff your units and also give them impact, which can be pretty critical in order for you to win. And because she has quick attack, it's also very hard for the opponent to deal with her. Gnar is just kind of there as another way to create resources with Pokestick, and it can be pretty cool if you can get him leveled up. And then we do play Buster Shot and Pokesticks as the way to remove opponents' units if we need to. Especially Buster Shot is very critical at hitting most of the stuff in the meta. And then your finishers are going to be Golden Ages and Yodeling Arms, especially Yodeling Arms. Usually, again, you have a pretty full board most of the time, so you can just play this card and just completely destroy your opponents. I don't think I need to talk more about this deck. Again, it's a very popular deck, probably one of the best decks in the meta right now. If you don't want to see the gameplay of this, you go ahead and skip the video. I had to showcase it for people that might not be that familiar with the meta and want to have a way to learn how to play this deck and are looking for a way to climb fast. I really recommend this deck if you're looking to climb fast and get to your diamond or masters or get to platinum if your goal, etc. So anyways, if you like the video, please make sure to like the video below. You can also subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ezreal Caitlyn. So we should be able to like outvalue them. I like keeping Tristana, but Tristana is also kind of weird, right? Like, is Tristana? I don't think Tristana is good enough. I think it has to be Mayor. I think this is a much better hand. So I like this hand a lot better because it has to be like me completely like filling up the field as much as possible so that he cannot do anything, right? So we do Grandfather Fae, we do Yodel, we do the Bandle City Mayor. Okay, he's just gonna kill this right away. So he's gonna have to have another one for the Mayor though, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bait it. I'm gonna bait out. Oh, we get another Grandfather Phase. Yeah, so I'm gonna bait out the removal here. Do the Mystic or do a second. Otherwise, we just do this. We pass. All we need to set up is for a big Yodeling Arm turn, right?
Well, what have we here?
Problem. I think we actually need to do this. I think I can afford to get Flash Bombs in my deck. I think Flash Bombs is such an easy way for him to kill my units, especially the Outcats, that I'm willing to just do that right now. And I'm gonna do the second Grandfather Fate now. You can have another Mystic right here, or a Thermal to remove this. I'm gonna block. If he has the flock, I'm willing to take that. He gets rid of a blocker. So even if he has the flock, I'm okay with this. No flock. If it's not the flock, then I am gonna be willing to do the Owlcat. Because he's gonna get the spell shield and he's gonna have 3 attack. We do the second Mayor. Wow. I like the Tenor a lot as a way to refill our board. It might be a long time before we play it, but I think it's worth it. And I like the Commando. Okay, he gets the Mystic. That means that he's also gonna get another Mystic soon, right? I guess we can just pass and just set up for a Jolly in Arms eventually. Tristana is huge. He's gonna get Mystic here. Let's do Tristana. Let's do Tristana now, so that we can at least get some value. He's gonna do Mystic Shot, able to kill one of our units, because we don't have a way to block that Ezreal, or kill the Ezreal with a Buster Shot. We're still kind of a little bit far away from Jolly in Arms. I guess we're not far away. If he does this like this, I'm completely okay sacrificing a Mayor. I just need him to not have blockers. I have ways to completely refill my whole hand. My whole board, sorry. Like right here with the double Tenor, right? Let's just do this now before he's able to kill them with the Mayor. Before he's able to Mystic Shot the Mayor. So now we have double Tenor. He can Mystic Shot the Bastard Burden. We do the Looping Telescope to open next turn and still have enough mana to do a Jolly in Arms. We know he's gonna top deck another Mystic Shot sometime soon. He decided to go after the Mayor, so we still have all these units here. I think we don't open. I think we still settle for a Jolly in Arms play. Yeah, I think we still do a Jolly in Arms. I guess Jolly in Arms is gonna be trigger, right? So actually we can do the Serpent and then Jolly in Arms, right? That's a huge hit that we hit the Serpent here. I'm okay with that. That's actually a pretty huge hit for him though. He's gonna have to Mystic Shot or do something on the Serpent. We're actually kind of low on resources now, but so is he, more or less. And the Jolly in Arms is gonna push a lot of damage here. We still have the Impacts. He only has 3 mana. He's gonna remove this guy. Don't fully agree with that, right? Because now you lose the Ezreal. And that was the Mystic Shot that he saw earlier. So now you lose the Ezreal. You have to block the Shaman. You lose the Ezreal. You don't block with the Shaman, so you go down to 4 HP, meaning that you die to the Impacts next turn. Oh, wow. Okay, he gets that, I guess.
Don't blink or you miss me.
We can do this now, right? We can just do this now and call it a day. I kind of like doing the Tristana right now. I like doing the Tristana right now so that we have enough mana to do everything next turn. Because we just win by overwhelming him with units, right? And overwhelming him with impacts. We do the Telescope here, giving the impact to the Telescope. He's obviously going to always freeze the Tristana, which is okay with us. He gets to remove something with Ezreal. We're able to summon the Blast Conceding as well, giving more impacts. We can even get some more draw. I think the Curious Faithful is probably the best here. So this has impact. We have impact here. He's going to try to kill Tristana. So he didn't even go after the Telescope. He needs to spend one more spell, putting him down to 2 cards. We have the Curious Faithful. As long as we do this second, we're okay. Guillotine. Blast Conceding gets another trigger of impact, so we actually just win through the impact, most likely, right? He's gonna have to have, like, the stun. So we give this impact instead of the barrier. Then we summon the Faithful. And the Faithful alone can do 4, so he needs to find a way to deal with the Faithful. This Shaman is not bad. It's not bad, honestly. Okay, Static Shock gives him a draw, kills this guy. Okay, and now what? You have a way to kill this? We have another one next turn. He could potentially kill us by next turn, though, if we're not careful. He does. He gets the thermal. So my problem with this is that he's able to kill both of them, right? My problem with this play is that he's able to kill, like, we do the impact damage, but he's able to block, and kill both. I think we don't. I think we cannot do it. I think we have to just wait. We get the second Tristana, the third Tristana. Sorry. So we have to wait. Oh, that sucks. So that's actually tough for us, right? Because that's very tough for us because it gives him an access to another spell. He's gonna get the Mystic Shot from the Ezreal, get another spell from here. Does the stun. Don't know if the stun was the way to go. We do the telescope. Let's see if we get anything great. This is not horrible, to be honest. But I like the Crescent Strike the most because the Crescent Strike is going to be able to get rid of the blockers. He does the flock. We might have to block. As long as he doesn't have another way to remove this, I think we're fine, right? So we might have to block. We might actually have to sacrifice these units. Because otherwise we lose, right? So that was a flock, right? So all we have to do is just Faithful, right? As long as he doesn't have a thermal or another way to remove this Faithful, he shouldn't have a way to win. Let's start with this first. Let's start with this first, and then we do the Grandfather Fae. We have enough to play our whole hand out. So we can do Grandfather Fae. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play it all out. This is exactly 4, by the way. I guess it's not. He can block, right? Yeah, I mean, this is lethal. He only has 1 card. He shouldn't have a way to stop this. Shouldn't have a way to stop this, because this is dealing 4. He has no way to kill his own Ezreal. Oh, what if he has Calling Strike? Can Calling Strike target his own unit? So maybe we need to actually leave the Pharaoh to be the one to stay alive? Because if he has Calling Strike, I can't remember if Calling Strike lets you target their own unit. Did we just mess up by not stunning Ezreal? If Calling Strike, okay, all right, I couldn't remember. I now want to look that up. Let me quickly look that up so I don't leave you guys all like standing either. I can't remember because there's certain spells that can target your own units, and I don't know if Calling Strike is one of those. Oh yes, so Calling Strike, you kill a unit with 3 or less power. So we actually could have lost there if the opponent had Calling Strike because we decided to stun the Pharaoh. The way to guarantee the win there, you know, against any one potential card was to stun Ezreal and stun the Ice Girl, because then he would have a way to remove his own unit. Because what the opponent could have done was that he could have Calling Strike his own Ezreal to stop the impact from triggering. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going against Akshan Sivir. So Akshan Sivir the Master. Now let's see. The opponent might have the version that does like really well versus like most of our decks. Buster Shot is kind of accurate, isn't it? It's not bad though. It's pretty good against this deck. It's just accurate because we don't have the units right now to trigger it. Maybe we got greedy. We need to actually. So the reason I want to keep the Buster Shot is to have a way to deal with like the Broadwind. Because otherwise I have no way to deal with it, right? I think it's Grandfather Fate and then Gleaming Lantern and then Owlcat. Yeah, I think it's Gleaming Lantern here. We do the Owlcat, giving us a 3 attack unit. So that no matter what he summons, we can kill whatever he summons. I think we can do the second Grandfather Fate next turn instead. and go from there. Yep, because he's gonna do the Broadwind, right? So we're able to do the Outcat here. And okay, so we got punished by him having the Treasure Seeker, so now we cannot attack with this. He's gonna try to go after the Grandfather Fae right here. Oh, whoa! I'm taking this. I'm taking that every time. I'm not gonna give him the option to be able to save that guy. I think we always take that and just go from there. I'm gonna be mana efficient here. And Loot Travelers is not bad because we have a kind of like an awkward hand. And it's also a way to trigger our Yodeling Arms. So this is gonna force out like a Sivir or something else.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff did it.
Yeah, the Bruiser is not bad either. Bruiser is not the worst. Should we attack here though? Should we attack and give him the value blocks? What if we kill the action right here to prevent the level up? Yeah, he's gonna level him anyways. So we got punished by a Sharpshot, but that's a Sharpshot that's not going to our face. I think all we have to do here is just block, 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 and then set up for our Yodeling Arms. The problem is like, how many units are we gonna lose? We have a way to refill our whole board. So maybe not too much. He can kill this for free. He gets something. He has a way to do the Walking Sands. So I actually think that next time maybe we don't block. Maybe we should have attack. Okay, we have a way to refill our hand. So we can just clear his whole board, right? And if he doesn't do anything, then that's okay with us too. We just Yodeling Arms next turn. Okay. I don't mind the Mayor here. It's too expensive. Might be good though. Rumble's Luck is not bad. He gives us the mana. Right? Kind of like the Commando here.
Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun.
Technically, we're not taking advantage of the Mayor, so maybe we didn't even need to summon the Mayor if we're gonna always do the Commando. So we could have potentially just done the Outcat instead. Yeah, I guess the Outcat could have just worked last turn, right? He gets the rally. Fine. As long as he doesn't have space for the Walking Sands, right? We can block the rest of his hand. I'm willing to take that 7. I don't think I care about the 7. Maybe we do care. Maybe we just block the action right here. I guess we can block. If he has Absolver, it's a little bit annoying. I like keeping the Spell Shield. We can just block the Aloof, I guess. Is the Grandfather Fae doing anything anymore? Yes, it is. He's buffing up the Outcat, right? He's buffing up the Outcats in the second phase. Let's do it this way. Let's have a lot of Spell Shield units that he won't be able to stop. He just uses Rally. What we have to do here is just be able to clear his board out and have access to a second Yodeling Arms next turn. Because he needs to block with everything. Now he's going to get access to the Walking Sands now next turn. And he can potentially try to find lethal with the Walking Sands. But I think we're just going to have to do a Yodeling Arms as a defensive, right? Like, I think I'm okay doing a Yodeling Arms as a defensive tool next turn. To play around an Absolver. Yep. So, the only way that we lose here is going to be Absolver. The problem that he's going to have is that Absolver is not going to be enough. The icing on the cake is if we get the rally. I think I'm going to let him summon the second one. Yep. Now that he summoned 2 of them, I think we go ahead and do our Yodeling Arms. So that Absolver will not be enough. And now what? We even have the sharp side to threaten the Sivir kill. And now imagine if we had a rally. The opponent would kind of, I guess, not be screwed over yet, but yeah, there's the Absolver that we talked about. So this stops him from being able to kill us from the health that we were at. He's gonna just try to draw. Fortunately means that we can not kill the Sivir. And unfortunately it does mean that we can not kill the Sivir. A little bit awkward. Go down to... He could have the rally. I guess if he has the rally, this would be scary, right? Second Absolver. Is that enough? He overcommitted. So... I like just the ranges resolve, right? I like the ranges resolve instead of the sharp sight. I like keeping the sharp sight as a way to finish the game. Yeah. I like keeping the sharp sight as a way to finish the game. Because now we could present lethal with the sharp sights. He already used 2 Absolvers, so it's very unlikely he has the third one. Here we can just buff these units with sharp sight and finish the game. Heck, we could even go after the Sivir. Do we go after the Sivir or do we actually just go for lethal here? It's kind of awkward because if we go for lethal, he's done 2 Absolvers. I think we go for the lethal. We go for the lethal. We go for the lethal, leave the Sivir stay alive. I don't think I care about Sivir that much anymore. Unless he has a second Sivir. And there we go. That's why I decided to use the ranges resolve last turn instead of doing the sharp side. So I could do the sharp side this turn instead. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pantheon. But the opponent is playing Zoe? Why not Taric? Wait, why not Taric? Why Zoe? I'm confused. Well, we have Sharpside for the Zoes, and we also play Battle Commander, which is pretty good. We can hold this back until later. We gotta play the Protoporo, by the way, and actually just got him. The value from Zoe right away, but I think it's fine. I think we'll do the Grandfather Fate here. We'll do the Mayor. If he gets the Equinox, then that's annoying, but I don't think it's gonna be a big issue. We do the Alcat. I like the Alute Travelers as a way to potentially hit Pantheon. So Alute Travelers is probably one of the best ones we could have gotten there. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and start working on the Zoe here. Problem for him is that Zoe is still gonna be pretty weak. He's still gonna take 3 damage here. If he doesn't take the 3 damage here, then he's gonna lose even if he has Pale, okay? So we still have blockers. We can do Sharp Sight to kill the Zoe. So Sharp Sight on the Alcat. He puts him to 5. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. We'll do it like this. Let's just get rid of the Pantheon. Zoe is a problem. That's why he plays Zoe, right? So Zoe's gonna be a big problem now, right? Oh, if he gets greedy here, then we can kill the Zoe. He got greedy. So we get to kill the Zoe unless he has Sharp Sight. Meaning that this Yuumi's gonna reset. And the Zoe also resets. She was a 4 out of 10. So he's playing Zoe as an alternate win condition, which is actually pretty smart, right? The reason I blocked with that card instead of blocking with any of the other ones with Sharp Sight was to be able to play around like Pale Cascade, right? Because if I block with one of the other ones, these only have 4, and if he has Pale Cascade, he's able to kill them. Now he did just commit a Pale Cascade on the Serpent, but it was still likely that he could have had it. Here we can do the Gnar and start putting some damage this way. I like keeping the other, like I like keeping the Sharp Side for the Gnar instead of because if he commits something here, Sheila Duran, I still think we do this. Just taking down to 1. We still get the Poké Stick. We still keep our Gnar alive. He's gonna be at 1, meaning that we can potentially kill him next turn with Buster Shot plus Pokestick. Now it is very unlikely that that happens, because he's probably gonna do the Yuumi right away. Could also have Concerted Strike, because remember he is playing the Demacia. Okay, he's just gonna let us do this instead. Can Buster Shot this. We don't want that to drag one of our units for free. He cannot attack with the Wind of White Flame. Then we can go ahead and summon the Protoporo. I mean, if he attacks with the Wind of White Flame, I guess he could technically attack with it. We can just do Yodeling Gnar's next turn. I don't think we block, right? We can just Pokestick his face. Yeah, we can just Pokestick his face. Do the Yodeling Gnar's next turn, because we also gonna have the Commando. Probably want to open attack with the... I think I probably want to open with the Yodeling Gnar's, right? The problem is, what if he got something from Zoe? Well, no, because the only spell that he got from Zoe was the Serpent, right? So he shouldn't have another way. It has to be Yodeling Gnar's, because obviously we have no other play anyways. So with Yodeling Gnar's right here, this guy has Vulnerable. He doesn't have Overwhelm, so it's not a big threat. Okay, he's going to challenge that here first, meaning that he's going to be more vulnerable. If that's the case, we're going to do it like this. He's going to have to single combat or consider this. He's going to level up this with Yuumi. He's going to level up the Yuumi next turn. Okay, never mind. He's just going to... So, I was okay with this because this damage still goes through. So, this is still lethal because of the Overwhelm. So, yeah. GG's. That's why I dragged with the Gnar. After he committed that Cataclysm, I was freely able to grab with the Gnar to be able to finish him. That does make sense, though, why he plays Zoe. Like, that was actually very scary when that Zoe was buffed up at the Yuumi. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Ooh. Twisted Fate Fizz. So not Twisted Fate Nami, but Twisted Fate Fizz. What is opponent playing at? I like this hand of Commando plus Grandfather Fate. Double Grandfather Fate is pretty good. I think we can start with the Grandfather Fate next step first, right? Or we can just summon the Commando now. If he summons like if he tries to like do a spell. Okay, if he's gonna do it like that, then I'm okay just doing the Grandfather Fate here. I think we just summon the second Fate and then do the Hungry Outcast so that it has four attacks, sorry. The Fizz is not that scary because we have Sharp Sight. I think at this point we try to just buff these guys up. He's gonna try to kill us with... So what we need to be worried about is like burn damage, right? So burn damage is very scary. If he wants to take this 4 damage, he can be my guess. Wow. I think that's very scary for him to take it like that. I would love to summon Tristana, but I think we need to do the Commando. We need to be worried about a Twisted Fate leveling up. Yeah, okay, so it has to be the Commando. It has to be the Commando so that we have elusive blockers. And we also have the Sharp Side. We also have Pokestick to kill that one. See what he does. Oh, wow, he's going just full in, right? So... we need to keep the Sharp Side in case that he has the 2-mana spell from PNC that can give elusive to the unit. Otherwise, I guess we just do it like this. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. We go down to 15 and that's it. We kill the Fizz. We can do Tristana next turn and do the Hungry Owlcat. And having Sharp Side as a backup. Tristana will also enable the Buster Shot, allowing us to kill the Ballistic Bot. There we go. Now, the problem with summoning Tristana like this is that she could die to a Get Excited right here. Opponent gets greedy, doesn't do the Get Excited. Meaning that we can do the Hungry Owlcat, level up Tristana to keep her out of range of Get Excited, and still do the Buster Shot next turn. Boom. the, this guy also has 5. This guy has 5 attack, by the way. He's gonna have to start blocking here. So we can force him to block with the portal cannons, right? We bust the shot this guy, and we block and we attack with the rest. All his units only have 1 HP, meaning that we can feel free to attack with the whole board and go from there. Okay, suit up. I guess that's a punish, right? But again, we still have sharp side for it. We still attack with everything else here. I think we still attack with these 3 units. He's still forced to block because he's actually lethal. So he's gonna block with 1 Daring Portal. Do we even care about the Grandfather Face anymore? I think we can actually attack with the face, with the Grandfather Face. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I think we just attack with everything. He gets a value block, right, on one of these 2. But we're at least pushing at least 1 damage by attacking with everything. He's gonna go to 4. We have Sharp Side for this one. We have Poke Stick for the other one. He's gonna have enough mana to do what's that spell called? The one that gives all your units like more attack, depending on the amount of spells that you have used. I'm guessing that's what he's probably going for. The problem is that it's not gonna be enough because we can kill one of the portals with Poke Stick on the stack and have the other one block with a Sharp Sight. Right. So let's see if he has it. It costs 8 mana exactly as well. And ironically, this is not even... Okay, so now I guess we can just do... Kind of like the Gleaming Lantern. I like the Gleaming Lantern. It does tap me out of like certain answers. He lets us do the Telescope as well. The Mecha Caster just wins the game next turn. So we just Sharp Sight here, right? Heck, we can even save our unit. Yeah, we can do it like this. We go down to 9. He will need to have 3 pieces of burn to kill us. He needs to kind of start blocking. I want to keep the Poke Stick to potentially go face. If we do the Mecha Caster, it's definitely forcing the blocks. So if he doesn't do anything, okay, we have to just open. So he doesn't have another unit. So here we just open. If he goes, he actually dies because he needs to block everything because of the impact. Problem is the impact is not enough, right? This is guaranteed lethal, isn't it? Because now Tristana has impact 2, and this both have impact, taking him to 4, and then the Poke Stick takes him to 0. So this is guaranteed lethal. He also forcing him to have to summon another unit. Now he has 8 mana. It's not enough to do triple get excited. So we're not scared of dying to face. Yeah. So now here, even if he blocks everything, we're able to win because the impact is going to take him down to 4, right? Not only that, but he needs to block everything, right? Because he needs to sacrifice his TF and everything else. And then Poke Stick just kills him. 2, yeah, this is 2, 3, 4. So 4 impact exactly. Maybe he has like a Mystic Shot. But if he has the Mystic Shot, he gets punished by a Sharp Sight. But we might not have, we might not do the Sharp Sight actually. Okay, so he's able to kill this anyways. Okay, so Sharp Sight doesn't save us. Now he's gonna probably level up TF, but he just lost all his elusives. We still have a Mecha Caster, and we win next turn on the open. Should we try to search for something, or do I need to keep the Poke Stick? Like, do we try to search for the rally here? I think we wait. I think we wait before we do the Poke Stick. I need to see what he's gonna do first. Okay, we didn't need to search for it. So now he's still 4 away from leveling up TF. So all we need to do here is just rally and we win. I think we block. So if we go down to 7, I think we have to block. I think we block and then we just rally and win with Tristana, right? At the very least, we'll be able to do a face prop, potentially summon a multi-region ally, be able to give it impact, take into 1, and then do the Pokestick next turn for lethal. I think we need to block and knock it down to 7, because I think at this point he could potentially kill us with burn. I mean, he did do a get excited there, but he's going to take us down to 8. That attack would have taken us down to 6. And if he got the get excited, he will be able to win. He also probably didn't realize that we were going to have the rally, so that's probably why. Yeah, he's going to try to level up TF right here. Question is, do you have enough to level up TF? You need another Rummage to level up TF. Doesn't look like the opponent has it. Ironically, the only way that he saves himself now is by Mystic Shotting his son TF. I think this guarantees the lethal, right? I think he's always doing it this way. So that again, we do the impact trigger and are able to just finishing out with Pokestick. So I think this is always better. Because if he had like a Mystic Shot to kill his own TF, it means that the Tristana doesn't hit with the impact. I guess we had just one next turn, but we might as well just do it here and call it a day, I think. These both also have quick attacks, so they're not gonna die. He needs to block here too. And he still loses to the impact unless he Mystic Shots his own Fizz. And even if he Mystic Shots his own Fizz, we have the Pokestick to finish him off. Alright. The impacts ended up coming clutch here. No yodeling arms this time, but we did still get the rally to be able to push through. A rare game with Tristana just puts in a lot of work. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Elise Spiders. We need Grandfather Fae, right? So Grandfather Fae will allow us... Grandfather Fae will allow us to buff our units. I'm gonna keep the Gleaming Lantern though. Okay, maybe keeping Gleaming Lantern was a mistake now. I like the Gleaming Lantern because it was going to be a fearsome blocker, but maybe it's a mistake. Because now we're going to take just so much damage onto turn 3. Okay, Tristana is pretty good though, because Tristana can also buff, right? Can we take this 3 damage? I don't like it. I think we're going to kill them. I like the Bomber Twins because he can get discounted by the Mayor. Yeah, I didn't like taking that damage. I think here we just play Tristana. This is not bad either. But I like the Tristana because he allows us to summon. This is interesting. Gleaming Lantern cannot be right? Tristana I think is better. Tristana allows us to buff our units. Now, if he has the Fervor here, bots. Is this not Spider Aggro? Is this a control deck? Is this a control deck? I think it is. I think it's actually a control deck. I think opponent baited not baited us, opponent actually tricked us, huh? I like the Scholarly Climber because of the spell shield. Especially against this matchup. I think it's actually not. It's actually correct. He shouldn't have a way to kill this because he just spent his bots. I don't agree with him doing bots that early either. Because the bots was just so early there. Meaning that he's not gonna be able to respond to like us swarming the board now. Because now I don't have to. Now that's one less bots that we have to play around. Opponent tricked us. That's not a bad hit, to be honest. Double Minion, though, is very scary, right? Because the problem with Double Minion is that we're never going to be able to push enough damage. I want him to tap out of bots before we commit the Gnar. Okay? So I think we go with Gnar first. We can keep the Gleaming Lantern for later. He has a Gohar. He's gonna have Flock, right? So he's gonna have Flock right here. What we need to do... Okay, he's running out of resources. So what we need to do is that we need to set up a Yodeling Arms plus Golden Aegis turn. That will mean that when we kill the minions... Because the minions only come back on the next turn, right? So... Here we can do the Scholarly Climber. We can do the Gleaming Lantern. and still do the Hungry Alcat as well. We could also just attack here. So let's say we do Yodeling Arms here. What is that getting us? It's not really getting us anywhere, is it? Because if he has Ruination, he's always going to be able to just kill the whole board. I like the pass. I mean, maybe we should attack with the Commando anyways.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Ironically, he'll be able to level. He'll actually be able to level up. So I like the Grandfather Fae as a way to refill our board. Because I think I need to be careful of Ruination. Let's do the second one here. This is not the worst. What if we Ruination right here? I mean, sorry. No, I think we need to do Yodeling Arms right now. So I like the Yodeling Arms right now. In this turn. If he has the Ruination, we force it out of him. 2 of our units stay alive because they have Spell Shield, so Ruination doesn't kill everything. He blocks with all his units, we rally, and we can try to kill again. The only out that he has here is actually saving his Ruination until after our attack. So the way that he wins this is by saving his Ruination until after we attack. And then using it then. The problem with that is that we also have a way to refill our board, right? Now, these cards are not going to be discounted anymore. And the good thing is that if we bait out the first Ruination, we always have a second Yodeling Arms as well, right? We have another Alcat. And here we go. We do the rally. And the good thing is that... Okay. So that's not a Ruination, right? I guess we'll do it on this one. We'll do it on the Gleaming Lanterns, because I want the Gleaming Lantern to stay alive. Yep, there we go. If he wasn't a Ruination, he was never winning this, right? So, and even Ruination, because we had the Spell Shield units, he ended up working out for us. The Hungry Alcat having Spell Shield is also big, because we had a lot of Alcats in our hand. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ziggs Taliyah. That's not a bad hand, right? Telescope and Gleaming Lantern is not bad. Yodeling Arms as well. We can do Gleaming Lantern into Telescope. I mean, you know, just the Telescope, yeah, whatever. The only problem here is if he has Rockhopper, right? So if the opponent has the Rockhopper, we might have to just summon the Telescope first to eat up the Rockhopper. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. I think I'm really short on like units. So I need to do it this way. It's not gonna block because he wants to keep that as a blocker. That means that he probably has the 3-drop now. Could do the Mayor instead. How much bait is doing the Mayor? Is the Mayor better than the Lantern at this point? I like doing the Mayor. Ironically, I actually like doing the Mayor. And I kind of like the Aloof. I kind of like the Aloof over anything else. To be able to like draw, because I'm kind of short-handed on draws right now. Can do Gleaming Lantern. Into Gleaming Lantern. Into Grandfather Fae. And just like that, we have a pretty full board, huh? Now, if we attack, we lose both Gleaming Lanterns. I think I'm okay with that. I guess I'm okay with that because I'm able to refill the rest of my board again. I think I'm willing to do this. Because he probably wants... Wait, opponent? You blocked the Gleaming Lantern. Why would you block this? You can just drag this later with a Ziggs or a Taliyah. I'm confused. Why block? Okay, so this is telling me he's going to have the Rite of Arcane? No Rite of Arcane either? I'm confused. Okay, he's gonna do it this way now. Okay, now that makes a little bit more sense. Now we can kill this. And do the Alcat here. Get the value from the lantern before we sacrifice it. Although I guess we don't have to technically sacrifice it. We don't need to do anything here. We can do the Protoporo. Sorry, the Poro Sled. Have access to the Buster Shot. Have access to Yodeling Arms now. And then next time we can just Yodeling Arms. We have Yodeling Arms plus Sharpside. We can even do the Hungry Alcat right here. We also have a Buster. I think it's actually better to just Yodeling Arms right now. And do the Buster Shot to remove the blocker instead of summoning the Alcat. Rider Arcane? Rider Negation, sorry. I don't know why I said Rider Arcane. So yeah, so we still do the Buster Shot, I think. I think we still do the Buster Shot. I guess we could also do the Alcat. Yeah, I guess we should just do the Alcat. We should just attack. I think we just attack with everything here, right? This is still a crazy amount of damage. We even high roll the Protoporo, giving us another impact trigger. He's able to kill both of our units. He still goes down to... Wow, this is still lethal, no? Because of the impact? Okay, it's gonna be 3. We have another Yodeling Arms. This is not scary because this can get blocked by anything, including the Protoporo or even the Grandfather Fate next turn. The problem is if he gets Taliyah and he gets the Absolver, right? If he gets Taliyah and gets the Absolver, okay, it's not a Taliyah. I like doing the Aloof Travelers right here.
We made it.
Just getting rid of something in his hand. Arsenal. That's huge. And then next time we just do... I think next time we have to just open now, right? Since we know that he plays Arsenal, we have to just open. So I was going to do Yodeling Arms, but next time he will have an 8 mana to be able to summon an Arsenal if he has a second one in his hand. So we have to just open and be able to win that way. But yeah, GG's. Hey everybody, so Sirturmund back here again. Hope you enjoyed those games. You can kind of see how crazy this deck can be. I ended up climbing from 100 LP to 200 LP with this deck during this recording session. I actually showcased almost every single game here today. I only had 1 loss and I ended up getting, what, 6 wins, I think it was. Yeah, I think I ended up going 6-1 during this recording session. They are quick games, so I ended up just including them all here instead of trying to cut any of them. In terms of mulligan, I definitely like keeping the Gleaming Lantern if I have all the Fate units. I like keeping the Mayor sometimes as well. Definitely like keeping the Commander, and Grandfather Fate is always a keep. So like stuff that give you resources, so Commander, Grandfather Fate, Mayor, and Gleaming Lantern are usually the keeps that you want to have. And then you just start drawing to the rest of your deck from there. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? So what else can you say? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, make sure to like it below if you did. Also subscribe to us for LOR videos every single day. And if you enjoy the content, you can also catch us on Twitch, where we stream on the Sirturmund about 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I'll see you all again tomorrow.